Laksha ishna ata. Uklama quina. Ku atsit umti. Uklama Naomi Nicholson. Mamachni kit umti a hause aksu. Histak shitla sisha aksu. O ukwa umieksu li horbach a hauset aksu. U ukwa nuieksu Pete horbach. Mamachni at ma. Kliko ani na ata I itsu siya. What I said was, please listen to me, you all. My traditional name is Quina, and my Western name is Naomi Nicholson. I originally belonged to the Ahousaht tribe, and I am now a member of Sishat. My mother is Lee Horbach, and she comes from Ahousaht, and my father is Pete Horbach, and he is Caucasian. Thank you to having listened to me, you all, and acknowledged. When you hear people say, I'm New Chanoth from, think of it as an umbrella. So New Chanoth is an umbrella. And the spokes of the umbrella are our Indigenous First Nations. Ahousaht, Hashkwet, Sishat, Hupacheset, and there's 14 First Nations. So if you think of that umbrella, those are the 14 First Nations that make up that umbrella. Same thing with Coast Salish. So that's one way I've been able to explain and teach people about our culture, is having them being able to visualize how our structure works, because people don't understand when we introduce ourselves what it means. When we introduce ourselves, we usually say who we are, where we're from, who our parents are, and we can expand on who our grandparents are, because we're looking for connections to see how we're related.
The meaning of a Sikh or a Sikh is student, right? To learn, in the origin word of Sanskrit. So Sikh, Sikhi, right? To learn. So we're open to learning about other religions, cultures, but we're also open to sharing about our own. And we're just students of life. And I mean, if you don't get any information from the internet, which anybody can Google now, you know, come on around here. We got a priest here too who can help teach you about our temple, our Gurdwara. And we're open to sharing and learning about everyone else too. And we're really simple folk. We believe in sharing, helping others, and no discrimination regardless of race or creed.
Well, one thing that a lot of locals and people from away aren't aware of is how open a lot of our Sishat community is with celebrations. When we're hosting a celebration, we want to invite many people to come and celebrate and witness our culture, and even be witness to the event itself, like as if a young boy or young girl is receiving a name, because our teaching is oral, historically is oral teaching. They would have people witness that, and even call people from the audience from that traveled from afar and say, you know, this is this young boy is now getting their adult name, or this young girl is getting her name for womanhood, and they would have that person be witness to that, and then also want to have them share with their community or anyone else along their travels what a great experience, and how this celebration was such a great success and warm and friendly. So I would say potlatches. You know, if you hear of a potlatch, it's something to witness.
It's the dancers just as important. The singers just as important. The people are just as important. The elders that tell the stories, and me as a culture keeper to my community, that's just as important as the art. So it's not just the art, it's the whole community that's involved. That's what makes it doesn't make the art come alive, but it's what makes us.
There's a long history of Aboriginal people thriving in this community throughout history here, which is very impressive. The documentation of Aboriginal people in this community, and the studies that have been done on the Tshat and Upachisa people are immense. There's a lot of different archaeological digs and stuff like that. There's even the story of the Harbor Key area where there were cannonballs shot, and that's how the people had to move out of that area. So the colonization, like you said, of that area, the growth of, I guess, almost the demise and the growth, regrowth, and the repopulation. I think for us here, for me, it's really an exciting time because it's like you get a chance to start over.
I think what I want to say about something is first about Canada, which is a welcoming country, and comes down to bottom, Port Alberni, one of the nicest places to live in the whole world, not just Canada. It's this is where the home is, and we feel welcomed, and it's a good place to live, and do your business.
Yeah, I'm a dentist. I'm starting off my profession, and I had job offers throughout the country, but I found the island really appealing, and came to visit Port Alberni once. Really liked it here, and I've been here for almost a year now, and I've loved it ever since. It's really nice and quiet. I think it's a great place to raise a family, make friends, and just work peacefully. Yeah.
You want me to Yeah, I love this town since I moved here in 1963. It's just the most beautiful place, to raise a family and to work and socialize. It's just given me everything. It's my home.
People say hi to you when they walk on the street. Our Indigenous way of saying hello is raising our eyebrows. Mm-hmm. Being able to really focus on what is really being offered around us with all the mountains, the water, the beautiful waterfalls, hikes, and the bike trails, and then the diversity in the community, seeing so many different people from all different kinds of backgrounds